Hello, my dear students. I hope you all have been doing well. Today we are going to start our new topic, and it is about aldehyde. And this is my lecture number 21. And in this lecture, we will be discussing about aldehyde part 1. So, we will be what we are going to discuss in this lecture under the heading of aldehyde part 1. Actually, my each topic, for example, alkane, alkene, alkyne, amines, and ketones, and all the topic that I am delivering you, it is based on two lectures. So accordingly, I gave them name as aldehyde. For example, if we are studying aldehyde, so I name as aldehyde part 1 and aldehyde part 2, aldehyde 1 and aldehyde 2, to make you understand. So in the part 1 we will be discussing about introduction and classification of aldehydes, its nomenclature and physical chemical properties of aldehydes. And accordingly, in my each lecture means that I deliver for each topic, I divided the lecture in two parts, and in one parts we will be studying about the introduction, classification, nomenclature, physical and chemical properties, and in the next part we will be studying in the next part of each topic we will be studying about synthesis and laboratory tests and applications of the means what we will be studying. If we will be studying ketone, then we will be seeing uh, application in the second part of the lecture. For example, ketone 2, in ketone 2 we will be seeing the uh, application, synthesis and laboratory tests. So in aldehyde 1 we will be studying introduction, classification, nomenclature and physical and chemical properties of aldehyde, and in aldehyde 2 that I will be deliver in lecture number 22, we will be studying about synthesis and laboratory tests and application of aldehyde. So we are going to start from here. First question is this: what are aldehyde? So aldehyde are the compound that are having CHO functional group. So my dear student, you have to keep just in your mind that all those organic compound that are having CHO, this group, they all were be aldehyde. So you remember in the topic of ketone that we study in our lecture number 19, uh, we study there the ketone are the organic molecule that are having carbonyl functional group. And what was this carbonyl functional group? This carbon atom bonded to the oxygen with double bond was the carbonyl group. So here are the same. They are, we can say here are an organic compound that are having C double bond O group, and this carbon is attached with one hydrogen, means it must be attached with the, in case of aldehyde it must be attached with one hydrogen and other will be hydrocarbon radical. In ketone we studied there what is the definition of ketone. Ketone are the compound that are having a carbonyl group, that is carbon atom bonded to the oxygen atom with double bond, and this carbon is bonded with two other hydrocarbon radical. But it will not happen here in the case of aldehyde. In the case of aldehyde, the carbon atom is must be attached to one of the hydrogen, but other will be hydrocarbon radical. Here you can see there we what we see in the what we studied in the ketone, that ketone have a C double bond O group. that is a carbonyl group, and this carbon atom in the carbonyl group must be attached to the two other hydrocarbon radical. And what are these hydrocarbon radical? Alkane, alkene, alkyne, or any other radical that is having hydrogen and carbon atom. However, in the case of aldehyde, we will be having this C double bond O group, but this carbon atom that is bounded to the oxygen atom must be bounded to the one hydrogen atom in all the aldehydic compound, but other carbon atom but the other but the carbon atom with other valency must be bounded to the hydrocarbon radical. So what is the difference between ketone and aldehyde? The difference between ketone and aldehyde of this hydrogen atom. In the case of aldehyde, here must be hydrogen, and in the case of ketone, here must be an alkyl radical. So, so I am again concluding for you what are aldehyde. Aldehyde are the compound that are having CHO functional group. Aldehyde are the compound that are having CHO functional group, and the ketone are the compound that are having this carbonyl functional group. So here one I am having one of the more picture to differentiate you between the aldehyde and the ketone. So what is the again I will explain you what is the difference in the structure of aldehyde and ketone. You can see here more clearly that this is an aldehyde that is having a carbon bond double bonded with the oxygen, and then it is must be attached to a hydrogen, and the other valency of carbon is bounded to an alkyl radical. So hydrocarbon radical is this hydrocarbon radical may be an alkyl or aryl, means both this alkyl and aryl group. What are these alkyl and aryl are hydrocarbon. And what is r representing attachment of any group, and R may be hydrogen and R may be hydrocarbon. So whenever you are seeing that R here in the structure of the compound there is R, it is representing here will be a group, means another group or another radical or another functional group attached to the means carbon atom. So here in the case we are seeing that here would be two carbon, two radical, two R. So what does mean by two R? These two R means there are other atom or other functional group or uh, other atom that is attached to this carbon. So what is the definition of ketone? Ketone are the compound that is having carbon that is bounded to the oxygen, and this carbon bounded with the two other atom. This two other atom may be we can say that these the other atom are hydrocarbon radical, or and what are in case of this ketone, what are hydrocarbon radical? The hydrocarbon radical are those that are containing hydrogen and carbon. They may be aryl or they may be alkyl group. So, dear student, I hope you have clear your views till now about what are aldehyde, and I also differentiate you between aldehyde and ketone structure. Aldehyde are the compound that are having this carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atom, means what we say this CHO functional group. All the compound that are having CHO in this their structure, we say them these are aldehyde, and all are compound that are having this C double bond O carbonyl functional group, we say them ketone. So glucose is one of the most simplest and common example of aldehyde, but question is this why. So I will explain you in this by the structure of the glucose. When we see the structure of the glucose, you can see this glucose is having a aldehydic group. So how you can see there, the glucose is having CHO. This is the aldehydic group. So that glucose is having, due to this aldehydic group, we are saying that glucose is the aldehyde. And but if I will explain you more, so what was the definition of aldehyde? Aldehyde are the compound that were be having a carbon atom that is bounded to the oxygen atom, and this carbon atom uh, uh, must be bounded with its one valency to the hydrogen, but the other valency of the carbon should be occupied with other hydrocarbon radical. So you can see in case of glucose that this is the carbon that is bounded to the oxygen, and one valency of carbon is attached to the hydrogen, but however the other valency of carbon is attaching to the hydrocarbon radical, hydrocarbon. And what is this? You can see here are hydrogen carbon, so it is another R group. It is, we can say this is the R group in the aldehyde, that is hydrocarbon. So here are we are having more example of aldehyde. So one of the other simplest example of aldehyde are um, formaldehyde. So why I am saying the simplest because the simplicity of molecule based on the uh, substitution of the hydrocarbon, substitution of the R group. If the R group is more simpler, the compound is simple. If the R group is complex, then the compound is complex. For example, here you can see this. Here you can see this, the this aldehyde that is having one carbon attached to the oxygen with double bond, and is must be attached. I say in my definition, it must be, here must be one hydrogen, so it is having one hydrogen and it is the R group. So in the case of formaldehyde, what is R? R is H. R is hydrogen. So due to this hydrogen, means hydrogen is the simplest atom. So they this due to this hydrogen, it is one of the simplest example of formaldehyde. uh, uh, that is one of the aldehyde. And now you can see. So one more thing that you I can explain you here. R can be here or R can be here, but this carbon must be attached with one valency with hydrogen. Either it will be attached here, hydrogen attached here, or it will attach here. But the carbon must be attached with one hydrogen, and the other valency will be must be attaching with the any other R group. So here in this case we are having here acetaldehyde, that is another example of aldehyde. And in this case we can see the here that carbon is bounded to the oxygen with double bond, and one must be hydrogen, and one is the R group, that is methyl group. So if we are having the methyl group, so we will saying is acetaldehyde, that is one of the example of aldehyde. And in case of the benzaldehyde, what we are having here benzyl group as a R group. So you can see here, dear students, in all the aldehyde, so the carbon is attached with one valency with hydrogen, and other is R group. You can see here is the H and benzyl group, so it is benzaldehyde. Here is H and methyl group, so it is aldehyde. Here is H and here is H, because the R is H in case of formaldehyde, so it is formaldehyde. And here I paste for you the structure of ketone, so you can differentiate easily uh, aldehyde from ketone, because both are having similar structure. Actually both are the isomer of each other, and I previously explained in my lecture number 19, I think so, or in lecture number 20. No, in lecture number 19 of ketone part 1, that ketone have um, uh, toto, um, tautomerism. So these are aldoketo tautomerism. So the ketone and aldehyde are isomer of each other. They are tautomer. So what is the tautomer? That tautomer are the structural isomer of each other. So you can see this. What are the isomer? In isomers are the a molecule or the organic compound that are having um, different arrangement of atom in the molecule. And the what are the tautomer? In case of tautomer, they are having um, uh, different arrangement of hydrogen atom, or different hydrogen atom, difference of the hydrogen atom. So you can see here, or difference of proton, you can see here this ketone. So what is the difference between aldehyde and ketone? We can see here this ketone is having carbon bonded to the oxygen, and this carbon is bounded with two other alkyl radical, means two alkyl radical. They may be same or they may be different. In this example of acetone, that is a ketone, the two alkyl radical are same methyl group. And in case of the acetophenone, the two alkyl radical are different. One is methyl radical and one is benzyl radical. So what is the difference between aldehyde and ketone? Of this hydrogen atom that is attaching in all the aldehyde. You can see there, in case of aldehyde, one must be hydrogen and one will be alkyl group. But here the two this attachment, or to this R will be alkyl group or hydrocarbon radical, not the none of one from them will be hydrogen. All the time this carbon in all the molecule of ketone, or in all type of ketone, this carbon will be attached to two other hydrocarbon, or two other alkyl, or two other hydrocarbon radical, or two other alkyl radical. Means they are not having only hydrogen bonded to the oxygen in their structure. However, aldehyde will be having only hydrogen with one valency bounded to the carbon in all the aldehyde. You can see here. So now we are going to the classification of aldehyde. Aldehyde are classified on the basis of their structure, or we can say on the basis of the R group that is attached to this aldehydic group. Here where is the aldehydic group? Here is the C. We cannot see here C carbon. Why? Because when we draw the structure of carbon, so we draw like this. So this pointed end suggesting that presence of carbon. So here is a carbon C, here is H, and here is O. So what are aldehyde by definition? Aldehyde are the compound that are having CHO functional group. CHO functional group. So this is the aldehyde. So the aldehyde are classified on the basis of the um, R group that is attached to the CHO aldehydic group. So what is R group here? R group here, this is the R group. The rest thing that is attaching to the this carbon, means this is the aldehyde group. So the rest of the group that is attaching with the carbon of this aldehyde group will be the R group. So here this is the R group, and here this is the R group. So the aldehyde are classified on the basis of the R group. If this R group is simple open chain, so we will be say that this is the aliphatic aldehyde. If this is if the R group is the ring structure or aromatic uh, group, So we will say that these are the aromatic aldehyde. So aldehyde are classified on the two types, aliphatic and aromatic, on the basis of the R group. If the R group is open chain structure that is attached to the aldehyde group, we call them aliphatic aldehyde. If the R group is the aromatic ring that is attached to the aldehyde group, we will say that these are aromatic aldehyde. So students, we understand that what are aromatic aldehyde and what are aliphatic aldehyde. Now we are going to seeing the difference between aromatic and aliphatic aldehyde. So here I will explain you in more detail what is the difference between aromatic and aliphatic aldehyde and why this difference exists um, between two different molecule of aldehyde, that are one is aromatic and one is aliphatic. So you have just you just have to keep this structure in your mind, that what are aliphatic aldehyde, they are having the open chain, and the what are aromatic aldehyde, that are having cyclic group or aromatic group attached to the aldehydic functional group. So now start from here. uh, Aromatic aldehyde are those aldehyde that are having uh, an aromatic group attached to the aldehydic functional group that I have show you previously in my previous picture. And the aliphatic aldehyde are those aldehyde that are having open chain structure or aliphatic group that is attached to the aldehydic group. By the definition, this difference exists between two form of aldehyde, and by nature, what we say that what is the difference between aromatic and aliphatic aldehyde. Aromatic aldehyde are the organic molecule that are having CHO or aldehydic functional group that is attached to the aromatic group, and the organic aliphatic aldehyde are organic compound that are not having any aromatic ring attached to the aldehydic group. Means by nature, aromatic aldehyde are cyclic, means you can say are aromatic in nature, are cyclic in nature, or having a cyclic group or a cyclic or aromatic group that is attached to the aldehyde. And by nature, aliphatic aldehyde are not having any aromatic group, they are open chain structure. And what will happen if this aromatic ring will be present in the aldehyde? What will happen? This aromatic aldehyde will be having a phenomena that we will be saying, that's resonance stabilization. What is this resonance stabilization, and what is this resonance? Resonance is the movement of or delocalization of pi electron over the ring, over the aromatic ring. So as we see this in the case of this aromatic aldehyde, we are saying having a ring structure, our aromatic ring that is attached to this aldehydic group. So uh, how this aromatic ring form? This aromatic ring form by the bonding of electron. For example, here of carbon atom, for example, here are two carbon atom, this one is one and this one is two carbon atom. So what will happen? The carbon, having four valencies. So what will happen? The carbon will be joined with this carbon atom with one valency, and the carbon atom, and this will be sigma bond that will form between two carbon atom, and this carbon atom with its another valency form uh, with other valency form the other bond with this carbon atom. So the bond that will form between two carbon atom will be sigma bond. So what will be happening, what will be happen means two valencies are occupied here to making two bond of this carbon atom with the two carbon other carbon atom. What will be happening, each carbon is having four valencies. So the two valencies, what is valency? Valency is the free electron. So the two electron or two valency of carbon will be remaining. So what will happen? They will make the pi bond over the sigma bond. Can you see? So they will be making a pi bond. A pi bond means there are two free valencies or two free electron. This two free electron and two free valencies will make the pi bond with this carbon atom, with the free electron or free valencies of this carbon atom. So what will happen? This carbon is having opportunity that sometime it can make pi bond with with its free pi electron to this carbon atom pi electron, or sometime it will break the bond with this pi bond with this carbon atom free electron and will make the pi bond with this atom. So this by this way what will be happening, there is a resonance over this ring, and sometime the double bond will form here, sometime double bond will form here, sometime double bond will form here. So due to this resonance we give we say due to this resonance the compound will be this structure will be stabilized. So because why? Because virtually you will be seeing that double bond is present everywhere, but in reality it will not be present. It is present sometime here or sometime here and sometime here, but means if virtually it will be looking that the bond is present everywhere, and the compound is stronger is it if it is having double bond, rather means in comparison with the single bond, the compound that are having double bond is more stronger than the compound that are having single bond. Means the compound that are having double bond, they require more double covalent bond that are require more energy to be break as compared to the compound that are having single covalent bond. So this compound is getting less energy to break the bond between this carbon and this carbon atom. However, this compound or this aldehyde having higher energy to break this double bond between this carbon atom. So mm, due to this uh, uh, stability, this the double bond that is formed by the pi electron in this aromatic ring, due to this double bond formation uh, um, the compound is stable, and due to the resonance that I explain you, due to this resonance the aromatic aldehyde having resonance stabilization, means the aromatic aldehyde that are having the aromatic ring, this aromatic ring is stable as compared to the aliphatic ring. So you can see here, if you are having an aldehyde that is having this aliphatic side chain, it is less stable, or having it is less stable as compared to this aromatic ring, because it is having resonance stabilization. And why it is having resonance stabilization? Due to the presence of pi electron that are moving or delocalized over this ring. And this aliphatic is not having any ring, so it is not having any double bond, it is not having any resonance stabilization. So I also have explained you this point, that extension of the pi electron cloud. This is the same thing that I have explained you previously, that the in the ring structure the carbon atom is having pi electrons, so that is delocalized. So when we talk about the reactivity of aromatic and aliphatic aldehyde, aromatic aldehyde are less reactive. However, aliphatic aldehyde are more reactive. But question is why? Because in the case of aliphatic aldehyde, the more atom are are available for the reaction as compared to the uh, aromatic ring. So here you can see here we are having more atom. The all atom can be participate in the reaction. However, we can see in case of uh, aromatic aldehyde, the all atom are participating in the formation of a bond, and they are making a stable uh, aromatic ring here. So this aromatic ring or aromatic R group is more stable. So if the aromatic R group is stable, so it is uh, uh, means less frequently participate in the reaction as compared to the aliphatic R group. So due to this reason, aromatic aldehyde are less reactive and aliphatic aldehyde are more reactive. And due to the same reason, the aromatic aldehyde is less electrophilic, and uh, uh, aromatic aldehyde are less electrophilic, and aliphatic aldehyde are highly electrophilic. Now going to their IUPAC name, we will see here how we can name aldehyde. So we can see I am taking an example here of aldehyde. So it is an aliphatic aldehyde. So here is a aldehydic group, CHO group, that is attaching to the aliphatic side chain. What is aliphatic side chain? The aliphatic side chain is a side chain, or aliphatic R group is a R group that is having open chain structure. So you are not seeing any ring structure here. So it is aliphatic side chain that is attached to a aldehydic group. So this is aliphatic aldehyde. So how we can name aliphatic aldehyde? We will see here. So the carbon atom of the aldehydic group, we will name this carbon atom, we will number this carbon atom as carbon number 1. First thing what we will do it what we will do if we wish to give the name to the aliphatic aldehyde, first we will give number of that carbon atom, carbon number 1, that will be the part of this functional group. First we have to look where is the functional group. So we find that functional uh, group of aldehyde is here. What was the functional group of aldehyde? It will be the aldehydic group. What is the aldehydic group? It is the CHO group, a carbon that is attached to a hydrogen double bonded with oxygen, and this carbon is attached with its valency with an aliphatic side chain. You can see here carbon is having 4 valencies, 4 free electron. So one is bounded with hydrogen, one is bounded to the this R group, and two are bounded with this oxygen. So in case of aliphatic aldehyde, what is the example, what is the definition of aldehyde? Aldehyde definition are this: the aldehyde are the molecule, or aliphatic aldehyde are the molecule that are having attached with the element aliph aldehydic functional group, in that an aliphatic chain attached to the aldehydic functional group. And what is aldehydic functional group? Aldehydic functional group are those that are having CHO atom, or CHO. So how we define aldehyde? Aldehyde are the compound, or how we define aliphatic aldehyde, or how we define aldehyde? Aldehyde are the compound that are having a carbon that is must be attached to the hydrogen, and the carbon is must be attached to the must be attached to the oxygen with two double bond, and the other R group is the and the other valency of carbon occupied with R group, and this R group may be aromatic, aliphatic, or alkyl, aryl, anything. So here we are seeing that this is aliphatic aldehyde. I have well defined you what are aliphatic aldehyde. Now what we have to do, we have to number the carbon atom. First we will number the carbon number 1 as that carbon that is present in the aldehyde functional group. So this is carbon number 1, and accordingly we will increase the number of the carbon atom. So this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. So next thing that we should have to do, when we are going to name the aliphatic aldehyde, first we have to see that if with these carbon atom, is there any other group that is attached to this carbon atom, means is there any secondary R group. So yes, here is this secondary R group. This is also a side chain, means one side chain is this that is attached to this group, this carbon, and this side chain is already having another side chain or another R group, that is alkyl, that is methyl. So first we have to name this uh, this R or this side chain that is attached to this side chain. So we will see at what carbon atom this methyl group is attached. This is carbon number 4. So we will write here 4. And what is the nature of this R group? It is a methyl. So we will write here methyl, and then we'll count. Then we will count the number of carbon atom uh, in this whole compound. So how many number of carbon atom in this whole aldehyde? There are 5. So we will here what we say, if a hydrocarbon is having 5 carbon atom, we will say it pentane. So we will in the case of aldehyde, if the aldehyde is having 5 carbon atom, as aldehyde is a hydrocarbon, so we will write here pentane, but from the name of the pentane we will remove a and e, and we will add here NaL, so it will become pentanal. So this NaL we will use for all the aldehyde. So aldehyde will be identified. If I will give you the name, if in MCQs, I will write there only this name. I or any other teacher, if write there only this name, 4-methyl pentanal. So how you can, and I and or other teacher write there to identify this compound, either this is amine, ketone, or alkane, alkene, alkyne, or what this compound is. So how you identified? You identified from the end of the molecule. So at the end, what is NaL? If here is NaL, so what compound it will be? It will be aldehyde. So in the name of all the aldehyde, you will find this NaL at the end. Because all the aldehyde name NaL at the end of the name of the compound. So it will be 4-methyl pentanal. If it is pentanal, then it is aldehyde. If and how ketone name? Ketone name, as in the end of the name we use none, NONE. For example, acetophenone. So if it here ONE, so it will be ketone. But if the NaL will be present in the name of the compound, it will be aldehyde. So if I will give you, I and other teacher will give you this, either this structure or this compound, how, what is the way of identification of the compound? If you will be having this structure only, and you have to identify if it is aldehyde or ketone, how you identify? You will identify from this functional group. if this functional group is this carbonyl, means this group C double bond O group is attached to one hydrogen and other will be the R radical, then uh, it is aldehyde. If here is also another aliphatic side chain or aromatic side chain, or here it is an R and here will be R, means here is also hydrocarbon and here is also hydrocarbon, so it will be ketone. So you have understand how we can name them and how we can identify the compound from its structure and name. Now, the other method of giving the name to the aldehyde are by the acid that is attached to the that it is having. For example, if this is the formic acid, you can see here it is having an aldehyde group, CHO group. So it is a formic acid, it is an aldehyde. So if we are seeing that uh, it is attached, it is replaced its one oxygen, so what will be happen, it will become formaldehyde and we name it as with the name of this acid that is attached to the compound. So what acid attached to with this compound? A formic acid that is having in this compound, so we remove the name IC from the name of the acid and we will add the aldehyde, formaldehyde. We include aldehyde. We remove FORMIC. We remove IC and we add aldehyde. So this formaldehyde made from the formic acid. So formic acid is an acid. So we remove the name IC from the name and we add aldehyde, so it is formaldehyde. Similarly, we are seeing here benzoic acid. So if we have to name this benzoic acid, for example, if here it we if if the oxygen is removed from here, so it will become formaldehyde. And if I am giving you this structure and I am saying this name this structure, how we name this structure, how you know how you name this structure, who you see, you have to see what the acid that is attached to this aldehyde group. What is the this group? This is the benzene group, benzoic acid group. Benzoic acid R group that is attached to this aldehyde functional group. So we will remove the name of ic from the benzoic acid and we will add the aldehyde. So it will become benzaldehyde. Now, student, we will study about the physical and chemical properties of aldehyde. Aldehyde are having diverse physical and chemical properties, but we will be discussing here most important one. So, one of the important physical property of aldehyde, uh, uh, for example, uh, small aldehyde. All the smaller aldehyde are more soluble in water as compared to the larger aldehyde. For example, formaldehyde and acetaldehyde, these are smaller aldehyde. Means what is the smaller aldehyde? They are having small R group. So in case of formaldehyde, we are having, we can I am going here, so you can see here, this is a formaldehyde. It is having smallest R group. You can see here only H is present here. Also it will be more dissolved in water or more soluble in water in case of this aldehyde. You can see here it is larger R group. It is having larger R group. So you can see there it is having a side chain that is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 carbon atom, and total molecule this molecule has having 5 carbon atom, but this side chain is having 4 carbon atom. So I'm going to again here. So an aldehyde that is having smaller in size or having smaller R group, for example formaldehyde and acetaldehyde, it will be more dissolved or soluble in water as compared to the larger aldehyde. And one of the most important chemical property of aldehyde are that they are doing auto oxidation. What is auto oxidation? Auto oxidation means they automatically or they spontaneously oxidize themselves, means we don't need any chemical agent for their oxidation. We don't need anything. We they if they remain in air, they get what is the oxidation? Oxidation is the addition of oxygen in a molecule. So that what will be happen if they will be present in the air or they will be present in the oxygen, they automatically catch up oxygen atom from the air or from the environment and they oxidize themselves. So this is the auto oxidation. That is the one of the most important chemical property of aldehydes. So my dear students, these are some references. If you are having any difficulty, you can go through these references and you can clear your views. And these are books. You can consult from these books for you, more reading if you wish to read more. Thank you very much. And for thank you very much. And thank you very much for your kind attention, and kindly be safe from COVID-19. Allah Hafiz.